everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hanger hobbit here, and welcome to the Warbond offerings for February 2020. Another month, another chance to get some more free stuff. As you can see, I've already started on mine. Haven't decided yet whether I'm going to go for that Italian Mr. Ducky or if I'm going to go for the box and see about turning it into some cash, because hey, free cash is free cash. And let's start this out with one that hasn't been in the Warbond shop before. The Chinese A6M20. Rank 3, battle rating 3.3 for the Chinese. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of folks that haven't ground out their Chinese tree yet, so a rank 3, it might be good for that. But, this has got some pluses and it's got some minuses. First, let's talk about the pluses. This thing climbs like a bat out of hell. You can shoot up there so quickly, it will just blow your mind. 2, if you like to do stall fighting, this thing can prop hang like a boss. And 3, agility. Good Lord, anybody that's flown a Zero can tell you these things can just turn on a dime. You can just do donuts around a lot of the bad guys. But let's talk about them downsides, shall we? The first downside, Type 99 Mod 1s. Don't even bother firing these above 300, 350 meters. You will spark more than you will hit. Oh, they are super low velocity, and oh man, do they love to spark. If you try firing at 4, 5, 600, you're just peeing them away. I have had friggin' a Key 44 at 500 meters just suck these things down like Tic Tacs, and I didn't even get a crit. Downside number 2, Type 97 MGs, which in my humble opinion is the worst MGs in the game. I'm not joking. I would take USA 30 cals over those Type 97s. Same problem as the friggin' Mod 1s. They are super low velocity. So you are going to have to get up close and you're going to have to pound them suckers home, or you're not going to be doing much of squat. But the worst downside is something I can't show you here in the hangar. It gets stuck with USA teams. 90% of the time, they're all going to be lawn mowing 20 feet off the ground. So yeah, good luck getting to use that great climb rate, because you end up all by yourself against 7 frickin' fighters, because your entire team is a bunch of tanker trash mowing at 300 meters. Yeah, so you end up having to use that agility to try to save all the retards. Believe me, it can be horribly frustrating. Oh, speaking of frustrating, back in the day, I used to love this bird so much, and I still have a love-hate relationship with it, because good grief, with that interceptor spawn and that insane climb rate, you can shoot up into the stratosphere. And this thing is surprisingly agile for a twin engine. It handles really good. So where's the frustration come in? Right there. 37mm HO 203, or as I like to call it, would you please work, you giant pile of crap. I have had B-25 suck down the entire load and not even go down. Yeah, these things love to spark. Good grief, you will throw black puff so many times, it will make you mad. It will make you so mad. This right here is also a problem. Look at the fire rate on the HO 5s. 800 rounds a minute, and you only got 400 rounds. Yeah, that means you got 30 seconds of fire, buddy, and then you are weapons dry. So you better not miss with those suckers. And they are also super low velocity. They don't shoot, they squirt. So yeah, personally I would say take out the Key 45 Tay in the tree, and because it's got the exact same guns, just half the ammo load. See how it works for you. If it works really, really good, then yeah, this thing, hell of a climb rate. Great little heavy fighter. If the guns work for you, keyword is if, And if you take out the key 45T and find that it's spark diddy spark 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 spark, yeah, I would say leave this alone, because this is just more of the same. Oh, but this beautiful bird, it's Mr. Quackers. Yes, this is the German one. I don't have the Italian one, but it's the same bird. It's the Romanian battle ducky. And if you're a ground forces player, look at that cannon. Oh yes, MK-103 with 100 rounds. You'll make all kinds of tankers cry with that sucker. Oh, but if you're an air pilot, yeah, load up the freaking air belts on that thing, and you can make bombers and attackers cry too. Yeah, or you can just leave it off, because you get 500 rounds of beautiful mine shell goodness. Oh yes. Anybody who's watched any of my trolling with Mr. Quackers knows, yeah, you can rack up. This is a bird where you're glad that the Allied teams go 200 meters off the ground, because you get to do a mighty quack. Yeah, I took this thing out the other day and took it out and ended up on Poland. Oh Lord, here comes them A-36s, and my poor little bomber buddy's like, help me, help me. I'm like, hang on. One shot with that friggin' MK-103 from nearly a kilometer away, they just vaporized. Oh, it was beautiful. Just one shot and there's just pieces everywhere. Yes, Mr. Quackers let out a mighty quack, and he was most happy. Yes. Oh, I just love flying Mr. Quackers. Definitely going to have to do a full review on Mr. Quackers, because who don't like Mr. Quackers? But now we come to the worst one, the least one, the one that I would tell you don't even take for free. The BTD, the Big Turd Destroyer. Oh God, this thing is trash. This thing is absolute trash. Even the ground forces guys, no, you don't want this. No. See, it's got a bug in its flight model. If you don't have every single thing on the instructor turned on, it will just start to rock back and forth and back and forth, which means it's constantly fighting you. It will not fly in a straight line. You can let go of your keyboard, put it in about a 30-degree down angle, and watch as it rocks itself till it flips itself back over and slams itself into the ground. And look at that bomb load. 2,000 pounds, which means you can't even kill a base with it, and you don't get a gun sight. So good luck trying to kill anything else with this sucker, because the way the bomb drops out of the belly, yeah, it is not easy to aim with at all. No. And those AN-M2 cannons, and they can't even pop the light pillboxes reliably like a Boris. No, they either overpin or underpin. They will drive you up the wall. The only ones that I could possibly recommend this to would be if you are into naval. If you're doing the boats, this can carry 2 torps. So, yeah. You might be able to use this to troll the freaking boats, but even then, you're going to have to turn on all that instructor crap, and from what I understand, the AA on them boats at Battle Rating 4.0 is like hellish. So, even in boats, I don't know if this thing would be worth messing with. If you're a pilot, not no, hell no. So personally, I would recommend either getting Mr. Quackers, have yourself a good old happy quack. Oh, and you can see down here what I'm working on. Yep, I'm working on the Wonder Waffle. Yes, I got told I need to fly more jets. I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to fly jets, I'm going to fly something cool. I'll fly Wonder Waffles. But yeah, either take out Mr. Quackers, or if it works for you, the A6M2. But with that and the Key 96, I would say take them out, test the other versions first, see if they work for you. Because if it works for you, that Key 45K, the guns work really good for you. The Key 96 is a monster. I mean, you will be up at 6K before anybody else even reaches 3,500 meters. It will shoot up there like a rocket. So if the guns work for you, I would say get it. If the guns are a bit iffy, well, you can always use this to grind the Chinese tree. Guns working good or guns working not, because you can just use that agility to dodge pretty much anything in your path. But yeah, I would say take out the ones in the tree on those two first and make sure they work. Mr. Quackers, of course, you don't have to worry about that because 151s are 151s and 151s always work in this game, which is so nice. Well, be sure to like and share. Be sure to tell me which ones you're going to go for this month. And I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.